Good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you for joining me. Absolute blessing to have you here. Really lovely. I've been trying to upload something for probably 2 days. Honestly, YouTube is absolute rubbish in getting anything loaded up. I don't know. Anyway, the point is I am doing another recording and hopefully this won't take too long. But there we are. We'll take it from there. So what is troubling you, my friends? I was really getting irritated and troubled by that little effort that is really, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work. When something doesn't work technology-wise, it irritates me. But anyway, that is my grumble. But I'm having a wonderful day. How has your week been? I've been so busy. It's been amazing. So today, I wanted to, this morning I did my Inner Temple Daily card. And I asked for 1 card and 3 came up. But all 3 of them are very connected. And I really feel like we can continue from that point into this reading because the energy very much is what it's speaking about. So, because we are at that very pivotal transformative stage, the last 2 days for me have been a bridge that I had to get over, had to get past, and here I am, and I'm fine. And I kept asking for help and guidance and support and protection. I got it. Trust me, I got it. But it's something like that when we come to that little blockage or that little hump in the road. It's where do you go to? What do you do? How deep can you dig to get yourself? Where do you find your courage? Where do you find your belief? All of that sort of thing. And when I was thinking about that this morning and I did my TikTok reading, it was lovely TikTok reading. But then I went and I asked for the Inner Temple Oracle Guide and I got out my card. And the card for today was Chamber of Soul Contracts. And I thought, yeah, I know I am on the soul contract. This is my soul contract. Whatever is going on, I have found that path now. And that is something that I'm not going to deviate from. Whatever's meant for me will come for me. And I know that it's important to understand that. The other 2 cards that came along, this one out with the Chamber of Soul was the Soul Retrieval. So very, very relevant, obviously, because it's calling back your soul. When you want to get into union with your soul purpose, your soul is calling to you. If you are leading from your heart, if you are in your trust and belief, if you are in a state of calm and peace, you are being guided by your soul contract. Your soul is coming back to your body. And that's really very important to recognize right now. And this is what I say. I felt like I literally went over a bridge over the last couple of days. It was that shift again. I'm having a big download right now. And then the other card is the in-between. And when I first saw this card, and it's come out for us before, I felt like, you know, it was that sort of in the wisdom cards, in between worlds, you know, where you sort of feel like you're in your spiritual world and in your 3D world, and you're trying to balance it. One leads the other, or the other leads on, but you're trying to sort of keep a foot in each one, or whatever it might be for you. But it was about balance. But this one, this in between, is really, where did I have my book? The in-between is really about letting go and also about endings and new beginnings. So it's that sort of letting go to make space for something more. Keep going, trusting that whatever's left your life is left for a reason. Whatever's coming will come for a reason. And that's what you've got to be in that mindset all the time. And that's what these 3 cards were saying to me this morning. So that is our reading. It's about having that trust and faith. So then I went to my little calendar to get our message, as I always do. And it says, don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The confident move forward without hesitation. And I had a big conversation about this morning with my students. and trying to inspire them to understand that sometimes, even though you can't see, or you feel it's a bit of a risk, or whatever it might be, trust that you are being guided somewhere for a reason. Trust that when you look back, you will see that synchronicity. Or if you are really into being on your spiritual journey right now, trust that this guidance is for your higher good, and all will be well. And you just got to keep going. So that is the cards for today, and we will continue using these cards on our table today. You're coming into union with yourself. You're finding your soul purpose. If you feel like you have, So if you feel like you have, you're not sure about anything, just ask, have trust and faith that you're being guided right now. So that is what we're talking about. Our soul is coming back to us. It's guiding us. We're leading with that. We're on our soul path. Our soul contract has already been written. If you trust that, whatever will be for you will be for you. This is my new beginning. And I'm very, very aware of how things are shifting and changing, becoming very different for me. And I'm really embracing whatever it is, Anyway, right, so that's what we're going to be doing today. That is where this reading is going. So take whatever resonates, of course. We have got our runes. We have got our beautiful energy cards. I was really called to get the energy cards with this, and our soul helper oracle. And then also our lovely little Everyday Witch Tarot that's coming out. Now, I did want to read you something else. I got this book today called Empress Rising. And it's all about sitting in that Empress energy and that real point of your self-worth, your knowing, your strength, okay? Who you are as a person, believing you are the best version of yourself right now. I wanted to just say, sorry, don't watch the clock. It is divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. That's what I wanted to add. Anyway, I opened the book I haven't read it yet, but a friend recommended it to me, and I thought, well, I will get it. Often I just look in a book like this, open a page, and if something resonates, I feel like it's important to talk about it. Well, of course, this book opened, and this is the powerful and personal declaration that helps you embrace your Empress energy. I am an Empress rising. I claim my seat on the throne of my own kingdom. I honor the wisdom I've earned through every joy and every challenge. I am not invisible. I am an Empress stepping fully into my power. I am an Empress, regal, poised, graceful, and empowering. From this day forward, I embrace my Empress energy. I declare myself sovereign over my life. So I thought that was a lovely personal declaration to share with you. And then it does say on the other page, just as a thing, invite a trusted woman in your life to gather in a sacred space and share the Empress years. And I think sometimes we forget. I mean, even if you are watching me, and how often you watch me, I watch readers myself. So whoever resonates with you and guides you, and they are part of that sacred circle of individuals, of energy that is helping you on this journey. So never feel alone with this. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, so let's see. We've got a couple of runes that are going to come out. Lord. Okay, there it is there. All right, Perth Row. Right, so we've got our beautiful lotus flower that has come out. Is absolutely jumped right up in between the soul retrieval and the in-between cards. And that is about new beginnings. It is about death and rebirth. It's about that change, that shift, the transformation. Jira came out as well alongside this one at the top here. So that is quite important to recognize, because you know, if we think about our death, our new beginnings, we have had to release, we've had to let go, we've had to, you know, heal. Healing is such a huge part of the journey. And we have faith on the table next to Perthro. And then we have our beautiful lucky horseshoe, and that's next to Redo. So we've got a little bit, a big rune and a little rune that I seem to have planted next to each other. So we're going to read it exactly like that. All right. So Jira, which we have had out a couple of times, is about natural cycles, and it's about fruition and fertility and growth. And Jira came out right on top of the in-between, which is about making that change, being able to be ready for the new beginnings, you know. And that's what our beautiful lotus flower is all about, you know, coming out of those darkened waters, flowering and seeding at the same time, or seeding and flowering at the same time. And Jira is all about that sort of thing, growth. It's about harvest, it's about growth, it's about recognizing that natural cyclical order of life. So that's very important to understand. And we're talking about our soul contract. It's the natural order of things. How things are panning out is our soul leading us. And because we have the soul retrieval card, you are in line or in contact or in alignment with this situation that is happening right now. Our horseshoe then with Rado, if I can find Rado, which is here, is travel, a journey, movement, reunion, and changes. And it's interesting how it was the horseshoe, almost like that is a bit of a travel, you know, you travel by horse, horses movement, horses about freedom. We've got the year of the horse coming up, so there's freedom, there's courage, and there's movement with horses. You know, horses are flight animals, you know. And it does say here, translation, wagon riding a vehicle. And Rado has come out next to the horseshoe rune. So I feel like we are changing, we are moving. There is movement. There is going to even be more movement, I'm hearing. And with this, don't watch the clock, divine timing. It's all, I feel like I can see the wheel of fortune. It's about to turn again for us. So you're setting off on a journey. Whether in the external world or on an emotional or spiritual level. And again, that sort of points me or makes me feel like this in-between card. You know, this idea of being, you know, with the spiritual and emotional and physical sort of feel all the time. Then we have our faith rune, and next to our faith rune we have Perthro. And Perthro is about mysteries, chants, secrets. So again, it's the mysterious rune, Perthro. All right, it's a mysterious rune. And if we think about it from a faith point of view, it's really on the spiritual journey, having faith in the unknown, having faith in what you can't yet see, having faith and the belief to keep going no matter what, you know. And it does say here, the confident move forward without hesitation. When you're being called to take a risk, take a leap of faith, trust in something, do you wholeheartedly do that, or do you overthink it and do you hesitate, that sort of thing? So that is what Perthro is about. So the idea of Perthro, of course, is about it could be a secret someone has been keeping from you, or it could be a spiritual truth that has been hidden from you until now. And like I said, I felt very much like I've done a shift. You know, I feel like I'm seeing that card from the Quantum Leap day of the lady with the scroll, and she's crossed the bridge. You know, I felt like that's where I got to. I knew I had two very pivotal days for me that I had to get through this week. Managed to do that with very little well, very little stress, anxiety, unhappiness. I spoke my truth. I stood my ground. I didn't allow anything to, stop me in any way. I knew I had to get to where I needed to be, and that was today. And I was very happy. I'm very blessed to have had that sort of guidance. So see how you feel about that little message so far, and the fact that you are in this state of soul retrieval right now. And it can be a little bit daunting and a bit worrying, but at the end of the day, it's the natural order of things. It's your soul contract. Remember, soul contract is written. And you perhaps are starting to understand that a little bit better. All right, so let us get our soul. Yeah, I wanted my soul helper oracle card right now, just for our guidance going forward now for the rest of this week. What is our... Leave your usual social circles behind. Interesting. And again, we talked about this. People do leave for a reason, and it is to create that space. It's to create that opportunity for the new to come in. Okay, and that's really something that can be very difficult, because we want to naturally hold on. We want to stay in our comfort zone. And I was speaking to the students about this and saying them, you have to get yourself out of your comfort zone. You have to take that step. You have to believe and trust. And if you can do that, then you will see development and growth, and you'll see new beginnings happening for you. So leave your usual social circles behind. True companions. This has got a picture of a fox, and sometimes people that are fox are a little bit sly. You have to be a little bit wary of them. Perhaps they don't always have your best interest at heart, that type of thing. Foxes. But foxes also can be playful and happy, and you can have fun with foxes as well. So having that sort of different social, maybe you're being called to go out a little bit more, and maybe it's about really having a bit more faith and trust in yourself. That way you meet new people. Okay, nature is calling you. Nature is calling you. So it wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with healing powers. And that is, Mother Gaia is very powerful right now. Mother Nature is really, really doing her thing, isn't she? So we've got to be very mindful of that. And I feel like, being able to ground yourself, being able to be in that sort of space of peace and calm, with all the greenery around and the healing that needs to take place. Perhaps that's what you need to make sure that you have a bit more time to do. Follow your vision. Okay, there's that guidance. There it is again. The wolves are really well known to be mates for life, and so if you feel like you've been a bit of a lone wolf, perhaps there's somebody that will come in, be more of a soulmate. That's a bit of a soulmate card for you. And finally, we have, you are caught up in drama. Act to free yourself, change and blossom again. So any little drama or anything from a social circle point of view, leave it alone, leave it behind, walk away. Remember who you are. Remember what you need to be doing. And some people don't understand. If they're not on a spiritual journey or any kind of growth journey, they won't necessarily understand how you would like to spend time meditating, or in nature, going for walks, or enjoying reading books that are, valuable for your internal healing or insight and things like that. So you don't have to worry about that, because the right people, when you meet those soulmates, that right person really does understand the journey and will be with you on it. All right, so let's just follow your vision. Let me just get that one up first. Follow your vision. 35. The wisdom of the wolf is to adapt to life's circumstances without losing sight of what is important or straying from the path of their own vision. You see? So there we have, caught up in drama, leave your social circles behind. You really do want to make sure that you don't get caught up in something that is straying from the path, pulling you away again. Trust your instincts, your inner strength, and your guidance. Safeguard your vision by establishing clear boundaries, defending your territory, and never giving others the power to unsettle you. That is very important. It's time to rediscover your visions. Shamans and druids once wore the skin of the wolf as a sign of great spiritual powers, leadership, and inner strength. This mission to follow your vision with inner strength now falls to you. This is what the soul contract is saying. This is what your soul is retrieving now. Your soul is coming back. It's starting to guide you. You will need courage for the path ahead, and you will be granted a higher perception. Meditate upon it and open yourself to the light flowing towards you. You have the ability within you to expand your perception for the benefit of all living beings. And it's got the crystal emerald here. So if you have emerald, wear it. But also this is calling me and telling me, think about nature and the greenery in nature. Perhaps that will be, or wear a lot of green. Have that sort of emerald color on you all the time, okay? Very important for you. So true companions you're looking for, those soulmates, those people that are going to come in. Okay, so follow your vision now. Remember who you are. Remember what you deserve. Be really mindful of your boundaries. Don't let someone sway you off that path. It's not worth it. You come so far, I'm hearing. Don't watch the clock. It is the divine timing is at play now, and you don't need to worry. You just keep strong and keep coming. So can we have some energy cards as guidance, please, on the next few days? Oh my goodness me, you are kidding me. Honestly. Right, so we have here the temple path. All right, so again, the guidance, your synchronicities, your signs, everything that is leading you. Sorry, that's a confirmation. Very important. And also it's a number 12. So it's happening now. Okay, it's a now thing. Energy is at play. Envy is in reverse. So, and it came out on top of caught in drama and new social circles. Couldn't be any more clear. Sorry, my girl. Oh, let me just grab these, please. All right. We've also got here indecision, making a decision. Also the woman holding a coin in reverse. And we have all tied up. So I'm feeling, because it was over this sort of side as well, perhaps it is, you are a little bit indecisive at the moment in terms of, leaving these people behind. I've had this conversation with my children a few times recently. And also, it's hard sometimes. People have been in your life a long time, but I can trust me when I can tell you, new people do come into your life. You're not going to be alone. And if certain people aren't, for your highest good, they need to come out of your life. So make a decision, possibly, if you are feeling like I need to, do this or not, make the decision. I'm hearing it's really important. And it's also an 8. We've had a couple of 8s on the table, and then all tied up, something that maybe has kept you blocked. And I kind of spoke about this idea of the blockage and getting rid of it, and just trusting and asking for help, having that faith. Okay, things will change. The cycle, the wheel turns. You don't need to feel trapped. You don't need to feel that you're stuck, because what is happening behind the scenes, okay, is happening. So just follow your vision right now. And there's a woman holding the coin in reverse. So I'm going to read this one, number 42, because it's the last card that's come out, but it is in a reversed. And so this is... you're feeling unsure or fearful about finances, which might not be surprising given this time of the year. It could also reveal a lack of value for yourself. So interesting how I read to you that personal quote from the Empress Rising. Where was it? Number 27. Let's just remind ourselves. 27's a 9 as well. I am an Empress riding. I claim my seat on the throne of my kingdom. I honor the wisdom I've earned through every joy and every challenge. Remember what you've put yourself through. Okay, you've allowed that to happen. You've changed. You are a different person. Okay, so also it could be that somebody around you who devalues or criticizes you. But what you must remember, that releasing these toxic connections means you free yourself to define who you are. And I really feel that somebody's needing to hear this at the minute. Okay, so hopefully that's some lovely guidance that you need right now, okay, on the table. All right, and finally, let's get some confirmation then, please, with our beautiful tarot. Okay, can I have some guidance, please, to what's to come over the next few days, based on what we have, perhaps about this toxic people situation in our lives? What can you tell us? Okay, so interesting. The Three of Swords is in reverse. Now, in this deck, they don't necessarily do reversals, but we know when something's in reversal, often it means that you've overcome something. There's been some healing in some way, because the Three of Swords is about pain, about upset and what have you. But what I like about this Three of Swords is that all of these swords are over here on the side, right? And here is the ink, and the book or journal is closed, and the bed is empty. So it almost tells me that yes, you've been hurt. Yes, someone's hurt you. Yes, maybe this is what's making you a bit upset about a decision. Perhaps this envy scenario, whatever it might be, has kept you a little bit tied up. But also this all tied up feeling of feeling hurt. I've had enough of that. I don't need to feel like that anymore. I suddenly realized that I am strong enough. I don't need to worry about that anymore. A sudden epiphany, a sudden shift, a sudden change has come along. And perhaps that's why this woman, maybe even just yourself, doesn't affect you anymore. You are deciding now it's time to follow my vision, my true self, who I am becoming on my soul contract. So that's what I feel this Three of Swords in reverse is saying to us. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Follow your vision. I love that. Follow your vision. We have the Queen of Swords. And she is very much, we have the Queen of Swords. She is very much the Queen of Logic. She is standing in her power and her belief. Okay, she is a wonderfully strong queen. All right. And she's sitting there holding the sword as if to say, yeah, this is my boundary. I have come across, I've come a long way, I've come too far now to turn back. That's how I feel this Queen of Swords comes across. So I'm going to just read it to you a little bit. Queen of Swords. A lot of swords here. Sometimes you need to cut through the nonsense and take charge of your own life. So there it is, clear as day, the indecision, being stuck to something, this envy sort of card, people that have, really haven't been very much looking after your best interests, possibly. You've been caught up in some sort of drama you need to let go of now. You need to really remember that your social circle needs to change. It's time. We don't need this in our lives anymore. Okay, don't keep holding on to it. Let it go. Let it go. Just like the rune said, it's about new beginnings now, isn't it? So just let it go. Anything else, please, Spirit, as our guidance? Yeah, the Three of Wands. There we go. Now we're going to make magic happen. Now we've got something that we're going to change in our life. That's really important. So the Three of Wands, there it is. And we've had threes, quite a few threes. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands. Hard work is about to pay off. This is no time to take your eyes off the prize. All right, so you can make it happen. Don't watch the clock, so just do what it does. Just keep going. The confident move forward without hesitation. Very clear indication. So the next couple of days, if you're coming up against something, get over it. Put it behind you. Keep going forward. Keep your eyes on the prize. And I'm hearing you're the prize. You're the prize. Are you looking at that bigger picture? What is the bigger picture? I kept saying it to my students this morning. It's not about these four walls in a classroom. It's about what's outside that classroom. That's your life. That's what you've got to think of. We have got the Fool, so take the risk. Take the leap of faith. It's important. Okay? Woohoo! Just like I'm going to give it over. The Empress. There we are. We're now in our Empress energy. It is time. Be the Empress to yourself. It is time. It's written in your contract. The Two of Cups in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, I'm not going to look at them in a reversal, in a situation right now, because the Two of Cups is about the partnership, the soul contract, the soulmates, that's what that is all about. Somebody is going to come into your life. Now, because it was just reversed, what I'll say is it may take a little bit of time, because there could still be a little bit of something that you've just got to play out. It's going to be what it's going to be. And the Six of Pentacles is something you deserve. All the luck and love that you've been given or giving, you will get back. That is what it is. So give and receive as much as you can. Even if it's just kindness and it's just a smile to a stranger, do it. Because this is on the horizon for you now. You deserve it. Don't lose sight about that. And when it presents, when you get that moment, okay, take that leap of faith. Trust that this is you now. You are the Empress. You are ready. You are in that energy. Become her. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, there we are. That is amazing. I'm wondering if I can get some timing. If it'll give me... No, not these ones. Let's just see if we've got any timing. Just on over the, over the situation. Could we have some timing over the situation, please? Really would appreciate it. When can we get some sort of movement? Can we get something, please? Not taking so many. One thing, one timing. Give us some detail, please, Spirit, if you can, on the timing. Divine timing, I'm hearing. I'm just hearing the words divine timing. It's time to take a break. Okay, stop asking. It's time to take a break. Believe who you are. Oh, it also says underneath, it's time to let go. So believe who you are. Believe in what is being given to you right now. Okay, you don't need to worry about anything. It's all being divinely led, divinely guided. Okay, don't worry about anything. All right. So I'm not going to get anything more out of Spirit. Take a break. And that is that. So I hope that's been a nice little message. Whoever needed to hear it, I always set my intention. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and maybe share and subscribe if you so wish. I love to see you. If you want to make a little note and say something to me, I'd love to hear from you. But you take care and I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining.